Shalom, giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rabbi Kakwadash, double honors to the apostles, the great millstone, the rule well, that taught me this truth. Peace, love, and blessings also to you brothers on the highways and byways, giving all diligence to make that call and election sure, and also blessings to the few sisters out there that are listening, learning, and believing. I'm that fellow labor Kanakla coming at you once again. The lesson, Lord's will, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. This lesson is edifying, exhorting, and this will probably be another preaching to the choir. It's a series I started a couple days ago, but nonetheless, it'll be episode number 2, and this preaching to the choir will be probably titled "The Other Side of the Coin." You know, because with the coin, there's always two sides. Okay, you got the heads and the tails. All right. In this truth, there's good. There's matter of fact, let's come back to what is it's like, where was I at? 2 Corinthians 12. Let's come back to that. 2 Corinthians 12, and let's go to Revelation 10. All right, and it says is it 10 or Salakia? Bear with me. This is straight off the dome here. Bear with me. Kind of was Revelation 10. All right. Revelation, to get right to the point. Revelation 10 and 9, and it says, "And I went unto the angel and said unto him, Give me the little book. And he said unto me, Take it and eat it up, and it shall make thy belly bitter, but it shall be in thy mouth sweet as honey. And I took the little book, and this little book is a metaphor, if you will, for the Bible. Okay. So I took the little book of the angel's hand, and I ate it up, and it was in my mouth sweet as honey. And as soon as I had eaten it, my belly was bitter." And we all know, once again, this is a preaching to the choir, but a edification, and it might be some people that are new that may run across this lesson. We all know the balance of the Heavenly Father. As Job, I quote Job, he said, "Shall not we receive good," roughly paraphrasing, "and evil from the Lord?" So there's always two sides to one coin. So it is meditating today. So this word is this truth is sweet, man. Okay, you found out you're Israelite. You learn the mysteries of the kingdom. Okay, it's undescribable at points where this truth is a joy. Okay, I believe Jeremiah said that thy words are unto me as a joy, man. Okay, it heals you, gives you hope in this wicked world. This is the only thing we really have to hold on to. Nothing tangible in this world can give you the feeling that the scriptures give you. But 2 Corinthians 12, but with that comes a price, man. Okay, the other side of the coin, if you will. This is 2 Corinthians 12 and 1. It is not expedient. This is Apostle Paul, Salakia. "It is not expedient for me, doubtless, to glory." So it's not expedient for him to glory. Okay, it says, I will come to visions and revelations of the Lord. I knew a man in Yahweh Shai above 14 years ago, and he's talking about himself. It says, "Whether in the body I cannot tell, or whether out of the body I cannot tell. The Most High knoweth. Such an one caught up to the third heaven. And I knew such a man, whether in the body or out of the body I cannot tell. God knoweth. How that he was caught up into paradise and heard unspeakable words, which it is not lawful for a man to utter." So he couldn't even describe what he saw in that spiritual realm. Okay, for you to understand, he had a outer body experience. Okay, it says, "Of such and one will I glory, yet of myself I will not glory, but in my infirmities. For though I would desire to glory, I shall not be a fool, for I will say the truth. But now I forbear, lest any man should think of me above that which he seemeth me to be, or that he heareth of me, unless I should be exalted above measure through the abundance of revelations. There was given to me a thorn in the flesh. Okay, so Paul, the Spirit was dealing with this man very, very heavy. All right, revelations. Okay, lots of understanding in the Spirit. And, that's a good thing. That's one side of the coin, man. It's beautiful. As we continue to read on, you'll see the other side of the coin with all this knowledge, this knowledge and revelations. Okay, revelations came something with it. Okay, always considering. So you got to consider this in this ministry and this truth. And the other side of the coin is, as we always going to, you're going to catch hell. Okay, you're going to catch hell, and then the more and more you meditate on it, what Elder Apostle Tahar said, he said, you begin to love. You gotta love to catch hell. If I'm quoting him correctly, roughly paraphrasing, you gotta love to catch hell. And here it is. I took a little break off of work a week or so. And once again, I'm not here to talk about myself or to glorify myself, but it's just a testimony. I'm here going back to work. I took like a week or two off, and the same BS when I go back to work. Hot as hell. Plenty of manual labor. Getting dirty, getting filthy. And how can I put it? It's like I expected this, I began to accept it, and to become as how Isaiah 53rd, the 53rd chapter, where it said Yahushua was acquainted with grief, man. Isaiah 53 and 3 says, he is despised and rejected of men, a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief. And we hid as it were our faces from him. He was despised and we esteemed him not. So a man acquainted with grief, he knew grief. He became a companion with grief. Okay, acquainted. He knew it, man, very well. He knew grief. Okay? So likewise with us in this ministry, the other side of the coin with this beautiful ministry, this knowledge, this wisdom that we've received, okay? The other side of that coin that comes with it is hell, man. Afflictions. But after a while, you begin to, it's like, I speak as a man, just saying it, just using it as a term, but it's like, I hate to say it, but, and once again, I speak as a man. I'm beginning to like, I started to like the hell that I was catching, because I knew this is what the truth came with. So you begin to accept it for the love of the truth. Okay. Now, I'm not saying you're always going to be in that spirit, like you walking around happy, because the scriptures say no chastisement seems to be joyous at the moment. Okay. Not saying I'm going to always be in that spirit, but it's like, once again, as I say, Yahushua was acquainted with grief. It's as if, I was liking the hell that I was catching, man. Because I knew this is what comes with it. All right. This is going to Acts 14 and 22. Okay. Conforming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of the Most High. Okay. Matter of fact, let me get an account real quick in Acts. Acts 5 and 41. Yeah, let's start at Acts 5 and 38. Get right to the point here. It says, and now I say unto you, refrain from these men, and let them alone. For if this counsel or this work be of men, it will come to naught. But if it be of the Most High, ye cannot overthrow it, lest haply ye be found even to fight against the Most High. Okay, so this gospel can't be stopped because it's not of men. It's of the Most High. And the scriptures say, who has resisted his will? Okay, it says, and to him they agreed. And when they had called the apostles and beaten them, they commanded they should not speak in the name of Yahushua, and let them go. And they departed from presence of the council, rejoicing that they were counted worthy to suffer shame for his name. And daily in the temple and every house they ceased not to teach and preach Yahushua Mashiach. Okay, so they were beaten and they were rejoicing and praising. All right, so the hell that they was catching, they were happy. Okay, they began to love to catch hell for Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. Okay, and those of you that are in this ministry, a part of this walk, all the hell that you catch, okay, that's for Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. All right. Now we're going to come to a time where that's going to be amplified. Okay, but through our day-to-day afflictions, man, we got to rejoice. Okay. And like I said, I speak as a man when I said I hate to say it, but you know, I really don't hate to say it, but just using that term, you know, I felt that, you know, so I felt that growth in the spirit that, hey, man, you begin to like to catch hell. You know, you begin to accept it. You know, once again, acquainted. You know, you embrace it. You love it. And once again, man, it just sounds, because look, we're in this flesh, man. This flesh, this corruptible thing, but I can feel it becoming that new creature, being transformed. I'm feeling myself say I was loving to catch the hell I was catching today. You know, it seems weird, but hey, that's that growth, man. You know, that growth, man, and the growing pains, it's uncomfortable, but hey, I said it, man. You know, I said it, and I pray that the Lord just don't completely just start jacking me the hell up. But man, you know, it's beautiful. It's beautiful, and I hope that this is edifying, and I hope that this is making sense. But man, it's beautiful. So let's go back here to the Apostle Paul, 2 Corinthians 12. And I'm going to start at 7. It says, unless I should be exalted above measure through the abundance of the revelations, there was given to me a thorn in the flesh, the messenger of Satan, to buffet me, lest I should be exalted above my measure. So that's the other side of the coin, man. You know, he was exalted. I mean, it's like he received all this great understanding, but to balance him out with that understanding came this thorn in the flesh, this infirmity. Okay? So that's a beautiful thing. He received the knowledge, but then came a thorn in the flesh, man, to balance it out. So I see why he said let's keep reading. For this thing I besought the Lord thrice, that it might depart from me. Okay? So he prayed unto the Lord 3 times that the Lord will heal him of his infirmity. Verse 9. It says, and he said unto me, my grace is sufficient, all right, for thee. Meaning it's truth. We got this truth. And I was meditating on the scripture. And I was like, man, with all the hell we catching, man, we got the truth. We got the truth to comfort us. Regardless of how bad our life is or how miserable our lives may be, we have this ministry. We have this truth. So yes, there's absolutely no reason for you to be in that woe is me spirit when we got the comforter. We have the understanding. Realize what we possess in our hands, man. Realize that. You got the truth. That's everything. We constantly taking L's on this side, but we have the keys to the kingdom of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We have the way to receive the kingdom, man. Through this ministry. It says, and he said to me, my grace is sufficient for thee. So that's the price that came with this truth to balance you out, you know. In order to enter the kingdom, we got to catch pure hell. It says, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Most gladly, therefore, I will rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of Yahushai may rest upon me. Okay? So for him to have all that great understanding, he received a thorn in the flesh. So that's what came with it. That was the price to pay. When you go to the store, let's say you want to buy a flat screen TV, they tell you that thing is $1,000. Well, you got to go in your pocket and get the $1,000. Why? So you can enjoy that big flat screen TV and take it home. Okay? Yeah, you had to give that $1,000 up. And you know, I hate to use such a carnal term to something so beautiful, but you know, just put it in layman's terms, man. That's what he had to pay for to receive his knowledge. That was the cost. That was the price. Just like in order for Israel to be restored unto Yahweh to be restored unto the Heavenly Father, and for Yahushua to get the kingdom, look at the great price he had to pay to receive the elect, a governing body, a loyal governing body, a brotherhood to run this next world and to receive the kingdom. Look at the price Yahushua had to pay. So when you going and catching your hell, most gladly, therefore, will I rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of Yahushua may rest upon me. Okay, that's what comes with this truth. That's the price you have to pay. You know? And a lot of people don't want to pay that price, so they try to give the truth back. But, you know, once again, using a carnal term, you know, you take that thing up, you buy it, because this ministry is likened unto food. Okay? You return that food back, they're not going to wrap that food up and put it back on a shelf or put it and resell it. You know, those that are running, you know, doing things correctly. You know, we got some, you know, nasty people out there. But on a professional level, they're not going to take that food that you bit off of, even though you paid for it, and put it back on a shelf. Nah. Okay, that's a waste now. So here it is. People come. They don't like the price. The price is too pricey. They got to give up this, give up that. They catching all this hell. So they want to go back and return the food. You know? No, it don't work that way, man. It don't work that way. You know, those people, they're going to receive great judgment. Okay? They want to return the food or put down the cross. You know, come back and tell you how shy, hey, I can't do this. No, that's not going to work, man. This is the price we got to pay in order to enter into the kingdom. This is the price we have to pay to receive this, receive this knowledge. That's why when you come into this truth, you start catching hell, because you got to pay for this knowledge, man. Okay? It has to prove you, it has to try you. And that there comes the afflictions, infirmities, the persecutions. What he said, verse 10, it says, therefore I take pleasure in infirmities, in reproaches, in necessities, in persecutions, in distress for Yahushua's sake. For when I am weak, then I am strong. Okay? When I'm weak, then I am strong. Okay? And this truth sometimes break you down, man. But that's when you're in your strength. That's when the Lord is dealing with you. He's right there. He's close to you because he's the one putting that hell on you. His eyes are on you, man. You're going through that furnace of affliction. His eyes are on you. Okay? So, hopefully this is edifying. Another preaching to the choir. Till next time, giving all praise to Yahweh Shem Shai. Shalom.